Welcome back to Solomon's Porch with your host, Jason.
And Shawn.
And we are back with another episode here on the porch. Thank you all for tuning in. Shawn, hope you've had a good week, sir.
I don't remember.
You don't remember if you've had a good week?
Yeah.
You're just getting kind of older. You can't remember the week.
Oh, no. I don't know. That's a fine question, you know.
All right. Well, I hope everybody watching, listening has had a good week so far at the time you're watching this or listening to this. Before we jump into the show today, we do want to thank our sponsors, True Strength Apparel. Make sure you head over to TrueStrengthApparel.com. Check out all the apparel needs that you have for summer, winter, all that good stuff. Also, music artist Abraham. Just simply Abraham. Has got a new song called Stewardship. He is out of Arizona and a serial entrepreneur, hence stewardship. So,
not like breakfast cereal.
No, not like that.
Man, that's the problem with recording first thing in the morning is that I'm like really hungry for like breakfast foods. Even though I've had breakfast, I had a really, really, really good banana nut muffin, by the way. And I've got this excellent cup of coffee from Milltown, Java.
Okay.
But man, now that you bring it up, cereal sounds really good. I could go for a big bowl of cereal right
I'm
now.
always down for cereal.
Yeah.
Always. I didn't have enough milk this morning for cereal.
Is it like a Seinfeld kind of thing where you could just any time of day? It's
pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Guaranteed.
I feel I'm so sorry, Abraham, that I interrupted this this news promo thing. But hey, come out with your own breakfast cereal, dude. I mean, you're an entrepreneur, right? Right? Hip hop cereal, Christian hip hop cereal. I
Sure
probably
thing.
wouldn't buy it. But anyway, sorry. You were saying Abraham.
Abraham, yeah. I'm trying to get the audio here. I forgot to test the audio before we started.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to have to try to figure it out as we go. So, anyway, let me bring my notes back up. Where's my notes at? All right. So, anyway, 1 Thessalonians 4:11 is the scripture that he puts with it where it says, and to aspire to live quietly and mind your own affairs and to work with your hands as we instructed you. So, but the song's dope. We're going to play it at our first break if you listen to the podcast. If you're on YouTube, go check it out, look it up. Subscribe to the podcast so you can hear the music that we play. So, yeah, man, let's move along, good sir.
Well, it's been a little bit of time since we've done a show. We've had the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Some commercials. We've in the past we've talked about the commercials kind of at some length.
Right.
It seems like everybody does that now, so why be the same as everyone else? But I think probably the most relevant for us was the Moon Knight and the Doctor Strange, and probably less so Moon Knight because I don't really feel like we got much extra off of that.
Right.
But Doctor Strange, we got tons.
Yeah. So, where do we start? Professor X? Just leave it there? Yeah. Patrick Stewart, Professor X.
You could. I mean, there's tons of speculation.
Yeah.
We see Zombie Doctor Strange. We get Defender Doctor Strange.
Illuminati.
So, there's tons to be able to cover. I will say this. I was kind of on the fence about wanting to watch the movie. Then I got really excited about watching the movie. And now I don't really care about watching the movie.
Really? Okay, why?
This has gotten to be so bloated worth of information, of tons of comic stuff that is so... how best to put it? Look, I love comics. I do. I read them. I own them. I collect them. But probably the one area of comics that has never attracted me has been a lot of the interstellar galactic stuff because it gets so far out there. There are so many different species. There are so many. And I know this sounds completely contrary to the Star Wars fan in me, but I guess it's because I am far more of a Star Trek and Star Wars fan. I don't need to be confused with a bunch of extra stuff. and people will break down. If you go online, obviously you've probably, if you listen to this show, you've probably already checked out several other YouTube channels worth of assessments of the Doctor Strange trailer, and they break it down, and they talk about this comic and that comic, and that how we could be getting these people and those people, and it just it starts to hurt your head. I watched one video this morning, and I couldn't keep up with the number of reference. Do you realize most people can't name the 12 tribes out of the Bible? But this guy can name off like 500 million different other species and characters that nobody cares about in the Marvel Universe. And the proposition of bringing that to the movies,
They're not going to bring that much into the movies,
well,
though.
no, not quite that much, but still, there's still just so much within this trailer to unpack that I feel like it's going to overwhelm the general audience. Where we were good with like our superheroes being our standardized superheroes, I think this is really going to take it a bit too far. It's going to be fan service to the super uber geeks, but to the rest of everybody else that's out there, I honestly feel like people are going to be like, yeah, like it was interesting. It looked cool. But the giant octopus thing and the big Band-Aid dude, I didn't get it.
Still going to be better than Suicide Squad.
Oh, well, okay. That's not saying a whole lot.
It's not saying a lot.
Starfish. But
Jinx.
But it was, I mean, I really feel like it's going to go there, and people are going to be like, yeah, let's go back and rewatch the Batman.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think the show is going to be, or the movie is going to be very interesting. Let's see what Aaron Simpkins here says. The Multiverse Comics, a setup. The Multiverse Comics, a setup to get us more metaverse, to get us more out of the real universe. Go read a verse. Bible bars.
There you go.
But I will say this, though. I think they're getting to the point now in the Marvel movies where they're creating there's different genres. So Shang-Chi was they try to go into the martial arts genre, the kung fu genre in a way. Mm-hmm. Even Doctor Strange, like the first movie, they were going into a different genre. Mm-hmm. So Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange, probably not going to necessarily share the same audience in every aspect. Mm-hmm. So some people are going to like Strange, some people are going to like Shang-Chi, some people are going to like Captain Marvel, Shang-Chi. Nobody ever says Shang-Chi until the movie, so it's always been Shang-Chi because mostly we just keep screwing it up. But there's different genres of the Marvel movies now, and I think that's kind of what they're going for. So I think very few people is going to be able to watch them all and like them all. Even Thor was the weirdest thing in like phase 1.
Sure.
Right? It was the weird thing. You had these, Greek gods and, things like that. And now that seems very normal. So in 10 years from now, Multiverse of Madness is going to be the new normal. Like the whole multiverse concept is going to be normal.
Well,
in the comics.
And I get that. And I understand it's really a launch pad for everything else that's going to come out hereafter sort of thing.
Right.
It's just that it's... Who sits back and says, let's watch the Launchpad movie? Nobody really likes the Launchpad movie.
People love Iron Man. Come on.
That wasn't really the Launchpad movie though.
People love the Avengers.
Yeah, and I still don't know why.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
And I still don't know why.
You don't like Guardians?
It's okay.
Oh man.
I know. We've been down that road before, but anyway, I digress.
I try to forget it on purpose.
And I don't blame you. I thankfully I just forget. So
no, I forget that you don't like it on purpose.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. But if you haven't seen it, go check the trailer out. There's a lot of great stuff in there. In my opinion, in a lot of people's opinions, Shawn doesn't fit.
I am looking forward to seeing Zombie Strange though, because I think
that's gonna be cool.
I think he looks pretty neat. But
so, do you think there's going to be a Fantastic Four?
I mean, they're eluding Reed Richards and they're eluding what's his name from Office,
John Krasinski.
yeah, being in it. So
I'm just saying, man, if he shows up as just a one version, like not the main MCU version of Reed Richards, I'll be kind of upset. Because people's been trying to cast him, like, fan casting has been going on with this since, like, I don't know, since The Office stopped airing.
right,
I mean, like, right after the first Avengers movie, people were like, hey, yeah, you had the fan art that everybody's been sharing.
right.
I think he'll be great at it. He looks like a Reed Richards to me. However, if they're bringing Patrick Stewart's Professor X into this film, then I feel like they're going to bring one of the Fantastic Four from the other universes.
I mean, it would make sense. And,
Michael B. Jordan.
And Michael B. Jordan would definitely be a great option.
Could you imagine having a I don't forgot his name. Johnny. Is it Johnny? It's not Johnny.
Flame?
Johnny Flame. Is that what they
Flame?
call him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Bring him in, facing up against Killmonger,
Porch, right. Yeah.
facing up against the multiverse Black Panther, like 3 Michael B. Jordans. That'd be pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, and Moon Knight. You know, I'm interested. I don't know if I'm as excited as much. Kind of like I guess you with the Doctor Strange comics. I tried to read some of the Moon Knight stuff. I couldn't get into it that much.
Yeah, I never could either, but
Oscar Isaac's a good actor though.
He is, and I think that that's probably one of the biggest redemptions here is that we've got a quality actor that's going to take a character that I hope that is complex enough to be able to make it feel like it's not necessarily, oh, hey, look, we're watching another MCU something,
Right.
as much as it is that it's it hopefully should feel like its own entity. And I think that if it can stand on its own like that, then this will definitely be a success. So,
My wife actually thought Shang-Chi was its own thing. She didn't feel MCU in it at all.
yeah, and I think that makes it work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. So, the Batman.
Batman opens March 4th. It's right around the corner.
We already got a date, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You mean the two of us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I don't know. My daughter, I think, has ordered tickets, brah.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me you were ordering tickets. Now I'm hurt.
Yeah, I don't know that she has. I should probably check with her because she was going to try to get the whole NTFS BLOP thing.
I don't know what that means.
NTFS. Don't you know what those are?
NTFS.
NFT.
NFTs.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, NFTs.
Yeah, not real things.
Yeah, non-fungible transfer.
Fungible?
No, that's exactly what it's called.
I hear about them, no idea what it is.
Yeah, well, it's digital. It's original digital content that cannot be copied or anything else.
So like our show.
Well, no, that's just nobody wants to do that. So like, if somebody created an avatar or an emoji that is unique and nobody else in the world can own it digitally, but you.
Right.
But you can't do anything with it, and but you own it, but you. I don't know. People pay stupid amounts of money for stuff like that, and
that they do.
They don't have. Somebody paid. I looked up. This was ridiculous. Somebody paid $69 million for a tweet. A single tweet. Now Wait
a minute. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta wait. Someone paid for a tweet?
Yes. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pull that up.
We're going to bring it up, y'all. Someone paid for a tweet. 8 ways to get paid for a tweet. Let me see.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got the number wrong. Jack Dorsey sells his first tweet ever for an NFT for over $2.9 million. Sorry, so I got the price wrong.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
That's on CNBC.
Oh, my goodness. What was his first tweet? Non-fungible token. This makes no sense.
Yeah.
This is a whole other news topic that we didn't plan on going into.
No, but, I mean, is it not just insane? And so people pay, like, thousands, millions of dollars for something that they can't do anything really with. But they now hold all the rights to it. So what? I don't know.
Wait a second. I'm gonna sell something.
What do you do? Jason's getting up. So he's doing some movements. I would call it dancing, but I feel repulsed and kind of
Take that video clip and I'm gonna sell it. Okay.
See,
starting bid $5.
And you could do that. You actually, honestly, could do that. You can sell video clips and it be an NFT. Yeah,
$5. That's an NFT, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, non-fungible. So you can't funge it. Don't try to funge it because it's non-fungible.
Yeah, go to our YouTube page if you're listening to the podcast if you want to see that.
Oh my God.
No,
don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm waiting for Shawn to dance. It's your turn.
No, I'm not getting up.
All right, so the Batman, March 4th.
Yes.
In
NFTs.
Excited.
NFTs, yeah.
All right, Book of Boba. Yeah, man, so...
Okay, let's move along.
So we have 4 news items, and we're like 16 minutes into this, so it's pretty amazing. So with the Book of Boba.
Yeah, did you want to start this? Because it sounds like you're ready to go with it.
Well,
yeah, I'm ready to just go.
Go.
Yeah, no, I mean go. Like
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
no, it
all right.
was...
So the Book of Boba ended 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
About 2 weeks. Yeah. This Wednesday will be 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So everybody's waiting around for the next thing to start. So most people that I've seen online really, really liked it. It was pretty much a huge action sequence. A whole entire huge just action set. With Mando, with Boba, not really Fennec Shan.
Sort of, kind of.
A tiny bit of Grogu. Overall, 5-star. Out of 5 stars, I'd give it 3.
Wow.
All of that's for the action.
Mood. Is it Christmas?
All of that for the action. It seemed like it was all over the place a little bit, so I didn't really like that. You know, They tried to cram everybody into it last second. Spoilers for everybody who hasn't watched it.
Oh, I don't really care at this point.
Grogu, I knew they were going to bring him back into it. I didn't know how.
Well, you got to. He's the moneymaker.
He is the moneymaker. So they're not going to get rid of. They're not going to put him with Luke, and then continue Luke doing anything because, Mark Hamill's not going to be able to do young Luke for a long period of time. It just doesn't look good.
Yeah, I was going to say, the CG can only get you but so far on it anyway. So.
Right. So he's got to leave Luke to go back to Din Djarin. And I was just really upset that his Force ability was just calming the Rancor. That to me didn't.
Well, he pulled that bolt out of the droid, the battle droid.
See, I was wanting him to raise it up and crush it in the way that Luke did.
Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying he still did something else other than calm the Rancor.
But that was the big moment. That was like the huge. Calm sleep, like me.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I was kind of upset about that, and then Cad Bane, I was kind of upset about that. So it is Star Wars, people can come back.
Upset that he dies.
Yeah, upset that he dies.
Yeah.
So it was, just kind of frustrating to see that, being that when they brought him in the previous episode, everybody was like,
yeah, absolutely.
No.
Yeah.
So I think they had to give Boba a moment some moment of dude, he did something pretty cool. But
and that's just it, right? Is that Boba has been epically underwhelming throughout this entire series.
Mando has been the forefront.
Mando has definitely been. Fennec Shand is a better Boba Fett than Boba Fett. I mean, when you have to have a conversation to be able to spell out for your audience between Cad Bane and Boba Fett, that Boba Fett's getting soft in his old age, I think that you're playing down to not even just the lowest denominator of human beings that exist. I think you're actually talking down to dogs and mud. I don't know. It's just like really we haven't gotten the idea at this point in time that he's soft in his old age and that you guys have totally ruined Boba Fett. No, we get this. You don't have to have a dialogue about that with Cad Bane. It wasn't even redundant. It was beyond Captain Obvious stupid. Okay? And to be able to have the epicness of what could have been so much more of Cad Bane, you just extinguish it within a few moments. You know what? I'm really hoping that all of this is because of Kathleen Kennedy still being involved, because if Filoni and Favreau have anything to do with this, I have seriously lost a lot of faith in these guys. The only redemption is Mando, and the episodes that were directed by Mando were good, or not directed by Mando, but of Mando were good, and they weren't directed by Rodriguez. So maybe it's a Rodriguez issue. I don't know.
And see, unfortunately, I was really hoping that it would in my opinion, he did one of the most interesting Mando season 1 episodes.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, yeah, we're going to have him for this whole entire time.
Exactly. I think we all went into it thinking, oh, this is going to be awesome. Because
yeah.
But, yeah, bruh, not so much. So, we have Kenobi coming up in May, and that is our next definitively dated D+ Star Wars anything.
Right.
We have other stuff that's supposed to be coming out, Cassian and in Mando 3, but we don't have specific dates for those yet. So am I excited about Kenobi? I was. I was pretty stoked about it.
Someone in our comment, I was asking if they were excited about Kenobi, and they were like, well, after the fiasco with Boba Fett,
yeah,
I don't know if I'm as excited.
I don't know, honestly. I mean, Mandalorian season 3, just so long as they keep up what they've been doing, it's going to be good. It's going to be worthwhile. But man, what an epic fail on the Book of Boba. At least we got some canonized information, and that was okay. I think that was needed. That was the fan service. The rest of it was actually a spit in the face of fans, as far as I'm concerned. You've taken fail.
Well,
fail.
On a positive note, I think this would be cool if they can actually do it. So is it? I'm probably going to say it wrong. Tamara.
Yeah.
Morrison. The actor for Boba. He desires the next season, if they do a second season to the Book of Boba, for him hunting down Mace Windu.
Okay.
For killing his father.
Yeah, and I've heard theories about that too, but
this was his spoken desire to be able to.
Yeah, and
all the fan art for old Mace Windu looks really good.
And I think it could be good. It's just that, again, right now at this point in time,
not a lot of faith in what they're doing.
Well, I mean, look, what if he's soft in his old age? I expect him to sit down and have beers with him or something instead of trying to hunt him down. Be like, hey, bro, I forgive you for killing my old man and sending me into a life spiraling into depression and anger and issues and stuff, man. But now I've got, like, therapy and everything, so cheers, bro. I mean, I don't know.
It's the back of the tank. That's what it is.
Whatever. Back to...
All right, man. Book of Boba. Let us know whether you liked that finale or not. Shawn did not. I thought it was okay. Move along. So,
and what is it? Like, they've never seen a droid with energy shields? Oh my goodness, look, our weapons aren't doing anything to the shield. What on earth do we do? Boba Fett has never seen an energy shield on a battle droid before? Are you freaking kidding me? Come on, people. Sorry, no, okay.
Shawn's got a list of items he has a problem with. We should have just done a review and let you do your rant on a whole review. Good. So, I'm curious to know anybody who has watched Fresh Prince. I hadn't watched it yet. I've seen a lot of people say it's hard to kind of get into.
Mm-hmm.
It's different kind of a feel from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air TV show with Will Smith.
Yeah, it looks a lot more serious.
So it's a lot more serious. I haven't watched it yet. I do have Peacock, but I don't know, man. It's tough for me to. I'm not even sure I want to watch it. Like, I don't have a desire to want to watch it. When they first showed a trailer for it, everybody was like, no, please, no, don't do this. Please tell me this is fake. And it was real. So now it's on Peacock. If you have watched it, let me know what you think about it. Because I don't know if I'm a believer at this point, of even wanting to try to start it. Haven't seen enough people talk good about it. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't like the Carlton character. I don't know. I'm probably going to wait until it is completely wrapped up and done before I ever watch it.
Well, and isn't Will Smith an executive producer on it too?
I don't know.
Or co-creator or something. And I think that's the thing, is that sometimes when you go to like relaunch something, there's always at least that initial don't mess with the OG. You know, people felt that way with Star Wars, or not Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars definitely. But Star Trek. So you know, we get Chris Pine as Captain Kirk, and it's like, yeah, no, people weren't really buying it, and then people were totally sold out for it, you know. But it took them a while to warm up to it. So, you know, certainly there's some people that are still like, no, absolutely not. This is not the way this is done. But you know, to be able to take something that is so comedic and then go to the other end almost. I mean, okay, it's not a horror film kind of scenario, but it definitely seems serious, drama, teenage, whatever kind of thing. But
yeah, I don't
did you
know.
find out something?
I can't see if Will Smith. It's got information about the cast. Jabari Banks as Will, which I think is funny that someone's name is Banks. Playing
right.
the character whose last name is not Banks. So yeah, I don't know. Again, I just haven't seen enough great stuff about it to start to dive into it. So I'm not a drama type person. I don't really like drama too much.
Right.
So there's very few drama shows I like. So if this is more on the drama lines of things, I know I'm not going to like it.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I didn't like All American. In the first episode of it, there was way too much drama for my nerves to be able to take. So,
dude, you don't even like war films.
I don't like war films.
And I mean, and that's, to me, war films are like usually the most intense of like legit drama, not like soap opera drama, but like serious drama, you know, because it is far more real life.
I like comedy, and I like a couple other shows that are not comedy, Elementary and House, that have a similar theme.
Very much so.
Anyway, let's move on to some music news.
Yeah, so I only have one thing this time around. So I'm going to share with you guys just a little bit. So as I've been dealing with my own mental health issues and challenges, I have found myself listening to a lot less metalcore, whatever, extra genres of metal. Between depression and anger issues, those sorts of things, that as I'm focused more on a more mellow tone of music, I'm finding myself in far better places. So anyway, take that for whatever that's worth to anybody. I'm not criticizing anyone for listening to whatever. But that's also why probably my music news is going to be a little bit different. So,
Gotcha.
Anyway, Matt Kearney, I've been a fan for a long time of Matt Kearney. I don't like everything that he does necessarily. Not everything's a total winner. Like his most recent album, the album is okay. I didn't really like how the songs were done. I like the songs themselves lyrically, but their arrangement just seemed to kind of falter. But he actually released several acoustic versions of several of his more popular tracks. released that as an EP, and to me, that's probably the best version of his album. Anyway, that having been said, he's re-released a couple of extra tracks that are very popular tracks. He's redone Something Beautiful, which, if you listen to Matt Kearney, you're familiar with. It's called the Super Duper Remix. It's pretty fun. But the one that I'm probably the most into right now is Times Like This. That track is, again, it's long since been a very popular Matt Kearney track. He has Devin. I'm sorry, Devin. I'm probably gonna totally hose your last name, bro. Gilfillian. Anyway,
It's close.
I think it looks pretty close. Anyway, it's a tribute specifically to the staff. He says amazing staff at Vanderbilt Health. As a thank you for all the sacrifices that they've made over the last 2 years. So the medical staff there that are doing such great work, and we know that a lot of people have been pushed and challenged, teachers, everyone, and whether you're stocking shelves at Walmart, everybody's been under a lot of stress and stuff, but definitely medical staff, I think, are probably in one of the more sticky situations, if you will, of challenges the last couple of years. So him making sure that he's doing a tribute to a hospital or a medical group that is close to him, I thought was really pretty classy. So, but anyway, and it's a really neat arrangement on that track too. So, anyway, if you're listening to the podcast, you'll be able to hear that track at the end of the podcast. If not, then go look it up because it is available everywhere. So.
Gotcha. Cool deal, man. So I got a lot of Christian hip-hop news. Now, what I'm going to start doing is when people submit music through music submissions to Solomon's Porch, I'm just going to mention them in the show on top of those who actually sponsor the podcast. So Abraham Stewardship, as we mentioned earlier, new track out. Mitch Durrell, Rap Should Be Fun 2 on Bandcamp.
It should be.
So go check out that album on Bandcamp. He's released a couple of them as singles. So some of those songs, he did a song called Klondike. It's just essentially talking about Klondike bars.
Mitch is awesome. He's such a great guy.
He just wants to have fun with it, and I think that's perfectly fine. And he admits it. That's the thing I like about Mitch is he's not trying to pretend he's doing this deep theological ministry, and hide it or whatever. Like he says, look, I want to make some songs that are just fun, right? It's fine.
Well,
it's great,
and not to. I mean, because Mitch does have connections, but it's like a KJ52 kind of thing.
Yeah.
And KJ was like, bruh, we're just,
do something fun, man.
Yeah. It's about ordering a Big Mac. Just saying.
Coke, fries, and a cheeseburger, my
that's
friend.
all it is.
Yeah, man. So,
your breath stinks. That's all. We're having fun.
Do the Bill Cosby. Oops, can't do that anymore. So, Lil Red has a new song called Lucy. That's pretty cool. Military Mindset Productions. This is I don't know the best way. It's a gentleman who puts together beats with the artist, essentially a DJ in a way. But it's under the umbrella of Military Mindset Productions. They got a song called Amen featuring Hurt, Hurt, produced by Marfomo Beats. So you can check that out. Prophet Josiah, good brother of mine, good friend of mine, has got 2 new singles, 3/5, which we're going to be playing after our round 5. Nice. And then Christ Died for This. So 3/5 is about people being 3/5 a Christian. So.
Woo! Woo!
So yeah. And last but not least,
he ain't pulling no punches, is he?
Here in a couple of days, we're going to have probably the most well-known Christian hip-hop artist on the planet, Mr. Kanye West.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Snoop.
No.
Not Dre?
No.
Oh, the white guy that does rap. What's his the Candy Kid.
50 Cent?
Candy Kid.
I don't know who that is.
No.
BC Boys?
Eminem's.
Eminem. All right. Second best white rapper alive. Right after somebody else you know personally. Kanye West is dropping Donda.
KJ52.
Donda 2?
And I know Rare, so would he be the third then?
Oh, you just listed off a couple. Okay. All right. Move along. Move along.
Oh.
Move along. So, but I don't know if you know them well. So, yeah, Kanye West is supposed to be dropping his new album on the
Right.
22nd. So, a lot of speculation. Obviously, anytime Kanye West does anything or says anything or tweets or turns his hat sideways, the whole world's trying to figure out what he's talking about. So, I'll be interested to hear what this new album he does is going to be like. They're saying it's going to be not as clean as the last one, because on the Donda album, even though people cussed on it, he bleeped out all the cuss words, and if I'm not mistaken, there was not an explicit version of the album. It was all clean.
Okay.
So, if I'm not mistaken, this is not going to be the same way. He's even got a song called Donda 2 that is explicit. Just the song. So, curious to know what it's going to be like. I'll be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of Donda myself. It's kind of weird. So, I mean, Kanye is a weird guy. He makes
Can't
weird
say
music.
that I listened to it at all.
There was a couple of songs on it I thought were pretty good, but that's about it, man. I like Jesus is King better than Donda, but I mean that's my personal flavor. So
Sure.
Anyway, that's it for the music news. We're gonna be coming back with our Round 5 TV theme songs. So I'm excited for this. Favorite TV theme songs. We'll be back. Make sure you stay tuned.